Hey guys, what's up? This is Tonio from Tony's Guitar Hangout. This week I've got a lot of cool new products in the line, so let's get it on. The TC Electronics Ampworx Vintage Series includes the Combo Deluxe 65s, the Jim's 45 and the DC30 pedals. Each of them simulates a classic amp from the 60s. They mimic classic Fender, Marshall and Vox tube amps and pack them into an affordable pedal format. Each pedal has 2 channels accessible via the channel foot switch and features 6 basic gain controls and an additional foot switch assigned to an effect, either boost or reverb depending on the model. The Combo Deluxe 65 is based on the Fender 1965 Reverb Deluxe combo and has a bass, middle and treble control. It comes with a Celestion G12M Gibson. The Jim's 45 is, as the name suggests, a recreation of the Marshall 1965 JTM 45. It has a normal and a high channel, each with individual gain controls, along with global controls for bass, mid and treble. The speaker emulation is based on a Celestion 4x12 G12M Creamback cabinet. And finally, there is the 1965 Top Boost AC30 combo voiced DC30 pedal. This model has a normal and brilliant channel, along with bass, treble and cut, plus a level control. For this one, there is a 2x12 Alnico Blue Gibson available. As you can see, they come all with built-in Gibsons, USB connectivity, DI on a 1/4 inch output, plus a handy 1/4 inch headphones output. Remember last week's topic about the Frankenstrat? There's still more news about EVH, or at least his brand. The EVH MIJ Series Signature Wolfgang model has been long awaited from the fans of the Wolfgang guitar. The made in Japan guitars are available in stealth black and ivory finishes, each with a cream binding, black nerd control knobs, chrome eye hook strap buttons and black headstocks. Other key specifications include the EVH branded Floyd Rose locking tremolo fitted with the EVH detuner, an R2 locking nut and a heel mount truss rod wheel. Shape is the typical Wolfgang style, which is kind of a mixture of the Telecaster and some kind of a Music Man. The stealth black version has pearloid dot inlays and the ivory model comes with classic pearloid block inlays. Controls are to added specifications and include a reverse mounted 3-way toggle switch and a kill switch. The volume knob uses a custom designed EVH BI Tech HPU low friction pot and a treble bleed circuit, while the tone knob has a Burns high friction top to stop the players from accidentally knocking the settings, all created how Eddie would have loved it. And because we miss him so much, here is a clip of one of my favorite clips watching him play. Enjoy. The guitars will be available through your favorite retailers and will be at about €2,000, roundabout, something like that. The Harley Benton Spaceship and Spaceship power bars give guitarists an easy, all-in-one solution for their pedal power. The company spans their variety of products with the Spaceship Power ATB that comes with 11 isolated outputs. The little sister is the compact Spaceship Power 4TB with 7 isolated outputs and with an LED indicator for each output. Both products are constructed out of rock powder coated aluminium, and the power bar is tucked underneath out of the way. Plus the power bar includes a handy USB port for powering and charging your devices. Power output options include 9V 250 mAh, 9V 500 mAh, 9, 12 or 18V each with 500 mAh output, and a dedicated 9V 3A for the big ass machines. Plus each output has an LED to monitor the power with. I would highly recommend checking them out if you're in the process of building a new pedal board. The Benton stuff is super reliable, not only when it comes to manufacturing, but also when it comes to practicability. And if you're right now in the process of building a new pedal board, I have another huge money saver for you. Ever thought about how do I wire up my pedal board? And most of the time I get the recommendations to use the Evidence SIS cables or this fancy cables or this fancy cables. And I tell you, check out the solderless system from Harley Benton. Good sound coming through, it is cheap, it is easy to set up instead of, well, the Evidence audio, because they're like a freaking pain in the ass to build up. Those are great cables, no matter what. And I still have some on my board, but the Harley Bentons are much cheaper, easier to solder, and yeah, why not use them instead of something else and save you a little bit more money for buying new pedals. I'm not much of a fan of the brand with the big G, but this custom shop, Richie Faulkner Flying Wii, is kicking ass, optical wise. The guitar with a Pelham blue nitrocellulose finish and that white one-piece double pickguard is just beautiful. It's just beautiful. This Flying V Custom has an impressive solid one-piece mahogany body paired with a set mahogany neck that has a custom Faulkner neck profile and a 24.75 inch scale length. The neck has a 12-inch radius ebony fretboard with mother of pearl block inlays. It is fitted with 22 medium jumbo frets and has a falcon logo at the 12th fret. Only 100 of these ultra premium Flying V's are built. But here's the thing. How do I put that out politely? $5,500? Seriously? I mean, can he heal cancer or something? Okay, I get it. Don't get annoyed. It's rare. It's handmade. It's a Richie Faulkner. It's just 100 pieces available and something, but really 5,500? Are you serious? I mean, it's Gibson, it must be great, but how big can the profit margin be on this guitar? Wouldn't it have been possible to bring out that guitar a little more affordable? I mean, it's the first Gibson I see in years where I'm like, whoa, but come on, 5,000. No. Okay, at least Richie is donating back some of the profits to charities. That is actually a very nice gesture. But fun fact, if they would have made it a little, just a tiny little more affordable, you could have saved money and you could have donated the money to the charity you want. Or at least buy something necessary like food, and Gibson would still be rich. Okay. Calm down, cool down. It's alright. Let's do the riff of the week. What we are looking at now is the new album of the band Fall Out Boy. One of my most favorite bands ever. The first album, I think it was the first album, Infinity Hohenheim, just blew my mind. This album was fulfilled with a lot of great songs, with a lot of great riffs, with a lot of great hooks. It was well produced, and the new album is kind of similar to the old ones. The first single, Love from the Other Side, is just a banger, and it's not too hard to play. What we basically need is a guitar that is tuned to E standard and an E power chord. That's the first riff you play. That's the intro. And then we play power chords on the A string, but without the fifth in the middle. So we don't need this finger, but we need the first finger and the fourth finger. And every other string has to be muted so that only the A string and only the G string, you said G string, are sounding. Okay. I'm muting the lower string, the lower E string, with my middle finger. That can sometimes be a little bit of a challenge, because if you're on a flageolet tone, it will sound a little bit, so just mind to put the middle finger not over a fret, but in between of on the fret, not on the fret, you know. The high strings, so the B and the E, you can mute with the first finger if you lie it really flat on the fretboard. You can mute the high string. And the D string is muted by the first finger as well. Okay, what we do is play an E, then a high E, power chord without the fifth, go to the D, go to the C, then go to the B on the second fret, then to the G on the 10th, back to the E on the 7th. That is basically the main riff of the intro of the song Love from the Other Side from the new Fall Out Boy album. I play it on repeat. I count in 4 and you try to play with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. Back up. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's the riff from Love from the Other Side from the new Fall Out Boy album, So Much Stardust, or 4 Stardust. Guys and girls, I hope you had a good time with me. If you did, don't forget to click the subscribe button. Don't forget to leave a comment under the video, how you liked it, how I can develop myself, what was good, what I could make better. And then I hope to see you next week. Bye and see you.
Satisfied man!